Hello, my name is Sandrea Tibbs. I live in Huntsville, Alabama, and I'm here today to talk to you or to share my journey of health with M.E.E.T ministry. Some people say, well, how did you get to M.E.E.T ministry? The first thing, my little background of as far as health is concerned, for 3 months, I went back and forth to the doctor, to the hospital, in the ambulance, and every time I would go, they would do all these tests, and then they would say everything was normal. There's nothing wrong. We can't find anything wrong. And I kept telling them, I know there's something wrong. 4 times in the ambulance, 4 days in the hospital. So I just prayed, and I went to a health facility. I went up there for 10 days. And when I went there, after 3 days, I really wanted to come home. And I came back home from the facility after 10 days. And I was talking to my Uncle Richard. For those that may know or him, Richard Bland, but they call him Pops up here. I was talking to him and I said, Uncle Richard, I'm still sick, I'm still feeling bad. And I said, I just went to this other facility. He said, well, why'd you go there? And I said, well, he said, you should have went to M.E.E.T ministry. I said, M.E.E.T ministry? He said, yeah, M.E.E.T ministry. They're the best of the best. I said, I didn't know about M.E.E.T ministry. So he said, well, okay, get your application in. So yep, there's an application process. So tried to get the application process in. And I tried 3 times and it just wouldn't go in. And Uncle Richard would call me every day. Did you get your application in? Did you get your application in? And I said, yeah, but it just wouldn't go. And so then we finally sent it in via fax machine. And it was 1 week. I had 1 week in order to get a spot at M.E.E.T ministry. Now at M.E.E.T ministry, they only take 6 individuals. That's it. The other facility was 21 individuals, but at M.E.E.T ministry, only 6. And I was like, oh Lord, I was praying. And I kept saying, Satan, I know you don't want me to go, but I know that God's going to make a way out of no way. And you know, people say, oh, I don't have the money and everything. And my Uncle Richard said, don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the money. God's going to take care of all of it. I had to let all of that go. So when they called and told me that I had my spot, I was just excited. I come up to M.E.E.T ministry, not knowing anything about M.E.E.T ministry other than looking at some things online. So I come up to M.E.E.T ministry and I step into the house, our home. I could just cry. I just feel like I'm there. And when I stepped into the home, I just felt, I felt at home. It's called our home, but I felt at home. And I picked my room. There's 3 rooms, and I picked the room called Hope. And I was there. I started out on the 10-day program. And Uncle Richard said, you're going to need 18. And I was like, no, I'm just going to go for the 10-day program. Now, some of the things that's really funny is that they told me that I wasn't going to have any food for 5 days. I was like, 5 days, no food? I have hypoglycemia. I need some food. But the Lord said, do you think you're the first person that went up there with hypoglycemia? And for 5 days, no food, but I never got hungry, not one time. Then they told me you're going to go to bed at 9 and get up at 5:30. I was like, what? 9 in the bed at 9 and get up at 5:30 in the morning? But I tell you, I went to the other facility, but I went there, I believe God sent me there to get me ready to come to M.E.E.T ministry. Because when I got to M.E.E.T ministry, I was ready for healing. I didn't care what they asked me to drink, what they asked me to do, anything. I was just ready. I was ready to accept everything as far as my healing was concerned. One of the beautiful things about M.E.E.T ministry is they deal with emotionally, physically, spiritually and emotionally, physically, spiritually, and there's another one, it'll come back to me. But they really do work with you. The staff is beautiful. We had 5 individuals there, but there were 12 people there taking care of us. And when I say taking care of you, I'm talking about personal treatment. If I went into the bedroom, someone would come in there and sit with me until I was ready to come back out. And then you have all of your treatments with the sauna, and you have the fever baths, and it's beautiful. I felt after a couple days that I was actually at home, literally at home. And people say, well, why'd you go? What was wrong with you? I have no idea what was wrong with me at all. The doctors didn't know, I didn't know, but God knew what was wrong with me. When I got finished, after the 10 days, I said, the Lord said, you're gonna stay 8 more days. And I was like, 8 more days? That means I have to pay for 8 more days. And he said, what I'm going to do for you, I will do in the 8 days. And he did. I had a transformation of who I am. The lady you see sitting here today is not the same lady spiritually that I am. When I left, they worked on me emotionally, and it really helped me emotionally. I had not cried in over 1.5 years, and I had a breakthrough. What was the breakthrough? I have no idea. I just know that I had a breakthrough. They helped me physically, yes, they did, because my body is no longer the same. But the biggest thing that happened to me was spiritually. They really helped me spiritually. My spirituality is totally different. My spirituality is stronger. I'm a stronger person as a Christian, as a woman, everything. It was just so beautiful. The people were lovely. When it was time to go, I really didn't want to leave. I lost 30 pounds. And how did I lose the 30 pounds? When you begin to eat right, you fortify your cells. We never got hungry at all. Even when we start gradually entering food, we never got hungry. It was a true blessing from God for me to come to M.E.E.T Ministry. Ever since I've left M.E.E.T Ministry, that's all I talk about is what M.E.E.T Ministry does for you. The people are beautiful up here. The facility is beautiful up here. I was at peace. I stayed 18 days. I learned how to cook differently. I slept really good. At first I was like 9 o'clock. I started wanting to go to bed at 8 o'clock. We had morning worship. We took our walks. Then we had our treatments. And after treatments, we would have our lunch, and then we would walk again. It was truly a life-changing experience for me. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy that God sent me here, because it was only God that sent me here, especially when I didn't even know about M.E.E.T Ministry. And I encourage everyone, if I came, there are people who come up here for stress, they come for weight loss, they come for different type of health, cancer, whatever you need. If you're going through any type of health challenges, whether they know, or they know, you should come to M.E.E.T Ministry. The people are lovely. They're well educated. They're experts in their field. You will be truly blessed if you come to M.E.E.T Ministry. Don't let anything block you from God's blessing when it comes to health. Don't claim that you don't have the money. Don't claim that I don't have the time. Don't claim that I can't get there. God will work it out. If it's for you, He will definitely work it out. He will remove all blocks. And that's what He did for me. I encourage you all to come to M.E.E.T Ministry. Please get your application in. I'm going to reiterate again, they only take 6 people. And that's the beauty of it. Personalized treatment. I had someone who was assigned to me, and she just, whatever I needed, she gave me. And another thing that's different from the other facility I went to, and M.E.E.T Ministry, is you have the 18-day program, but when you leave, they give you a detailed 3-month program for you to continue with your healing. They put 3 months in the 18 days, but then you get another 3-month program, and then you follow that to a T. I'm telling you, when I went back home, my mom looked at me. I said, next to having my 3 children, this was the best decision I've ever made in my life. So I encourage you to come. Ask the Lord to make a way for you to come to M.E.E.T Ministry. I thank you so much for listening to my testimony and joining me for my journey. God bless you, and I wish you peace, happiness, and of all things, good health and good spiritual life. God bless.